Hi guys. So we will uh, have some introduction to Rscript for Power BI users. So this one is focusing mainly on for Power BI users, not for general Rscript programmers or coders. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is just to make sure that you can run a script. Okay, so first you go to the model here and then generate a table with just to input the data. So T1, I will say T1 table 1, which is the lorem table. And then I just generate one table with one column and one row. And then here, the purpose is just to have this column to put in the R script in here. So you put the R script in here, and then you enable the view, and then you put the value in here so that you can edit the code. So before you put any columns in here, the everything is disabled, and then you cannot edit. But then when you put the column inside, then you will start to edit already. Okay, so let us check if we can run the R script or not, and then I will do the main here. Okay, let me do the simple one. Hist R's norm, and then 1000, and then that's it. So I will draw the histogram of the normal distribution, and then that's it. Okay, and then done. So if you want to, you can just add more things. So let me copy this one down, and then um, and then I compare line for line the two. Okay, so the first version I will put the put the hash in front, and then in our language it just means that I don't want to run this one. Is this one is disabled? Okay, so this one I will run, and then I will put uh, the histogram here with the uh, title, which is histogram for normal distribution. And then I will want to the color to be green. Okay, and then I run the run the script again. So you can see here we can customize the axis and then the title as well. So in here you can see actually you can uh, you can mix the uh, label of the X disappear, and okay, and then the chart will be this one is the label of the Power BI label. So if you want to make it disappear, you have to put the title in here, but because you have the title in this one already, so it doesn't make sense to make a double title. But in case you want to, you can just edit this one. Okay, so this is the Power BI title. Okay, so you know that. Uh, and then the last thing is I want to fix this one. You can see every time I run this diagram, it just jump here and there a lot. But if I want to make it static so that I can check the numbers, then I just set the seeding number to one random 1, 2, 3, for example. So it will fix the view for me until I change this seeding number. So if I run it again now, you cannot. You see, there's nothing changed in here. Even when I change this one to red, for example, it will change the color, but the values of the bars here will be the same until I change this one to say 154, and then it will change the bars, but then you can see the change the bar. Okay, so that's um, the last thing I want to show you about this uh, this chart and then about the Rscript inside uh, inside Power BI. Okay, so let me do the second thing, which is to put this one into the main function. So this is one way to write the function, but let me compare line for line the two. So this one, and then I will duplicate the view. So I have two of them at the moment, and then I will show you the better way to write the code and then why it better. Okay, so let me clean this one a little bit, and then I try to put main in here, which is for the main function, and then I will uh, put this one inside the main, and then put the main at the end here. Okay, so you compare line for line the two. Let me change this color to yellow, and then to make the different chart, and then compare line for line the two. Okay, so if you compare line for line the two, then you can see here the code is very clean, like 1 2 and then, but this one is very lengthy. So you have 1 2 and then plus the main definition, and then plus the opening and closing, and then plus this application. So so it's not very economic, right? But then this one I want to do this one because first of all is you have more structure to the code, and then the second because you have more control to the code if you want to. So for example, if I want the two versions of the code, this one I will say v2. So if you want, for example, v2 in pink, for example, and then this one I want to be the history for uniform distribution, for example. Okay, so uniform in our script is unif. Okay, so the same concept, but then in v1 I have this yellow diagram, and then in v2 I change this one to v2, and then it will give me another chart with a different setting. So this one, when you have the structure like this, life for life structure like this, you understand your program better, and then you have more control. If you want to put it back to the normal one, then you can just change the last expression in here. Okay, so that's the purpose of having the main function. And then in the future, I suggest you follow this structure. So you write the main function first, and then you make a call or the activation of the main function in here uh, mm, at the end of the code. Okay, so let me copy this one to the new page, and then compare line for line the compare line for line the two ways to write the function with parameter and without parameters. Okay, so this is the one in which I I don't allow anything parameters anything. So in this case, I will allow main to be this one, to be this one. Okay, so maybe I change this one to title, so it will less confusing for you to read. Okay. Okay, maybe I need to open this one a little bit more to just to see the code better. And then I change this color uh, bar color to blue maybe. And then this one I change to bar color. And then I change this one to number of the seeding number SD, which is here. And then I change this one to N, which is the number of sample in here. Okay, so now it's the difference between the two is uh, Sorry, I have to type n in here. So the difference between the two, you can see here, you don't need to click in here, but you can see here, and then you can see the difference is that for this main, you can call without any parameter, but if you want to, you can change the parameter. So let me show you. This is the original one, which is the blue, and then histogram of the normal distribution. But then if I want to change into the other color, I also can. So let me disable this one, and then I change this one to bar color, equal to red. So now you have the red color in here already. So if you run this one with the actually you can run two of them, but the second one will override the first one, so you can only see the second one in here. So you brown. Okay, so if you run the two, and then you can see, okay, the brown is not very good idea because it's look like very red pink. Cyan. Okay, so you can see here the red one is they draw two of them, but then the second one override the first one. So if you want to, you have to disable the second one, and you can see the red one here. Okay, so like that. Okay, so this is the difference between function parameters. So you can put the parameter in here, and then later you can change anything around here. And then compared to this one, which is like you don't have any parameter at all. And then later, if you want to change something inside here, you cannot change. Okay, so so this is the next one for you to remember about functions. And then writing style in Rscript in introduction language. Okay, so let me in this case, let me try to write the second function based on this structure. I don't want to use this one anymore. So how can I do this quickly? So I can do the same thing in here, and then I will do v2. Later I will uh, rename them. So everything else is the same except for this uniform. So I copy the uniform into here, and then I change this one blue into pink. The rest I think should be the same. So I just I check in here though, as the seeding function is here, okay, already. And then this one unif here is in this case here. So unif, and then main is the same, color is the same, so I can delete this one. Okay, so after this, and then let me try to run or to activate the v2 function. It will override the v1, so main v2, and then that's it. I don't have to pass and to change the parameters because they have the values in here already, and then it will give me pink. Okay, so now I want to change a little bit. Title equal to this is a new title, and then that's it. And then you can see here the title change already. Okay, so hopefully after that, after 3 examples, you understand how to activate and how to write the code in Rscript inside Power BI.